Good day, dear students. I am Sir Flor, and this is Learn High School Mathematics with Sir Flor. Our topic for today is about geometric sequence and geometric series. This is grade 10 mathematics. So here on this video lesson, I will give you the last two parts, which is the geometric means and geometric series. So let's get started with the geometric means. So we will define first what is geometric means. The terms between two given terms is in a geometric sequence is called the geometric means. These are missing terms between two non-consecutive terms in a geometric sequence. So just like arithmetic sequence, we also have here geometric means that we have to insert uh, the number of terms that depends on the given in between these two extremes. So we have two parts here on the geometric means. One there is you have to insert not an. You have to insert a geometric mean, and the other one is inserting two or more geometric means. So our formula, there is a formula when you insert a geometric mean. So meaning you have to insert one geometric mean between these two extremes. And our formula that you have to remember is this one. M is equal to a sub 1 m is equal to the square root of a sub 1 times a sub 3. You have to multiply these two extremes, and then after that, you have to get the square root of that. Let's have an example. Insert the geometric mean between 4 and 36. So to insert the geometric mean between 4 and 36, of course, you have to write this in this manner. 4, comma, blank, comma, 36. Okay? Then, write down the given. The given here is a sub 1 is equal to 4 and a sub 3 is equal to 36. Now, our solution, since there is only one geometric mean, so therefore you have to use the formula, which is m is equal to the square root of a sub 1 times a sub 3. And with that, we have here m is equal to the square root of what is a sub 1. We have 4 times 36. And the product of 4 and 36 is 144. And square root of 144 is 12. So therefore, the geometric mean between 4 and 36 is 12. I hope that you understand. But the question becomes, what if you have to insert more than one geometric mean? I'll give you one example regarding this one. Let's say, insert two geometric means between 20 and 1280. So how will you do this? So I will give you a step-by-step procedure on how to do this. So here is our step-by-step procedure. So you have to know first, you have to write first in this manner. So since we are dealing with inserting two geometric means, so you have to insert this geometric means in between these two extremes. So therefore 20, comma, blank, comma, 1280. So you have only two geometric means. And the total number of terms is 4. So here's the given. To find out the common ratio, let's have first a sub 1. A sub 1 here is 20. and a sub n is equal to 1280. You don't know the common ratio, but you have the number of terms n. So to find out the value of n, you have to count how many terms are there in all. So therefore, 4 terms. And of course, you have the solution. So the solution for this one is to use the geometric sequence. So our geometric sequence is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. A sub n there is 1280 is equal to a sub 1, which is 20, times, you don't know the value of r, so you retain as r. Then the n there is 4 minus 1. And then rewrite this as 1000, then simplify. 1280 is equal to 20 times r raised to 3. Then divide both sides by 20 to leave with r cubed. So r cubed is equal to, so if you compute 1280 divided by 20, that is 64. Then to find out the value of r, of course, as you can see here, this is cubed. So if this is cubed, then you have to get the cube root to remove the cube root and the cube itself. Then on the other side, you have to get the cube root. So therefore, the value of r, or the common ratio, would be the cube root of 64, or 4. So our common ratio is 4. So to find out the geometric means between these two, of course, you have to multiply this by 4. So 20 times 4 is 80. 80 times 4 is, guess it right, 320. And then if you multiply this by 4, by 320, therefore you will get the result of 1280. So therefore 80 and 320 is our geometric means, or two geometric means. I hope that you get this part. Next example, on your own. Our next example will be this one. Insert 4 geometric means between 32 and 1024. Give it a try first, pause this video, and if you have an answer, please play this video again. Done already? Let us have your answer. So here, we have here you are asked, you are asked to insert 4 geometric means between 32 and 1024. So this one, 32, blank, 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 1024. So given, we have a sub 1, which is 32, a sub n is 1024, and of course the value of n is to count all the number of terms, so therefore 6. The problem here is you don't know the common ratio, so therefore you have your solution by using the geometric sequence. We have here a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. Therefore, we have here a sub n, which is 1024, is equal to a sub 1 is 32 times r raised to, the value of n is 6 minus 1. Therefore, 1024 is equal to 32 times r raised to 5. Then, divide both sides by 32 to leave r raised to 5. So 32. So therefore, 1024 divided by 32, which is 32. So r raised to 5 is equal to 32. And to get the fifth root of this one, to find out the value of r, I mean, you have to get the fifth root, so that we have to cancel the fifth power and the fifth root itself. So the fifth root of 32 is, of course, the common ratio is 2. So you have to multiply this by 2. So 32 times 2, I mean. This is 64. 64 times 2 is 128. Okay? 128 times 2. Then this is 256. And then 256 times 2 is 512. Then if you multiply this by 2, this is 1024. So therefore, these are your 4 geometric means between these two extremes, 32 and 1024. I hope that you understand this problem. Let's move on to our last part, which is the geometric series. Just like arithmetic series, geometric series is the sum of the terms in the geometric sequence. So we have here two parts. We have here um, two parts. We have number one is when this is a finite series, and the other one which is infinite series. And for the infinite series, we have divided into two parts. One of them is convergent and divergent, or converge or diverge. So let us have first the geometric series. So here, geometric series is the sum of the geometric sequence. And here are the formulas that we need to remember. So the first formula here is S sub n is equal to a sub 1 times 1 minus r raised to n over 1 minus r. This is used only for the finite series. And remember that the value of r should not be equal to 1. Because if you replace the value of r to 1, then everything here is known as undefined. And the other one, for the infinite series, we have the sum of the infinite series is equal to a sub 1 over 1 minus r. And this one is usually used for infinite series when r should not be equal to 1. But that is not only for the restriction r is not equal to 1. There are other restrictions for letter r. So wherein the a sub 1 here is the first term, n will be the number of terms, and r will be the common ratio. So you have to memorize the formula for the finite and infinite series. For the infinite series, so we have here two parts. If r is a proper fraction, it's either a positive or a negative number, or a negative ratio, or negative common ratio, meaning that therefore the sum exists. Meaning may sagot po ang sum, and this one converges. But the problem, if r is an improper fraction, meaning to say that, for example, 9 over 2, negative 3 over 2, negative 5 over 2, it's either a positive or a negative, then the sum does not exist or they diverge. Okay? So remember, you will be having a concrete sum, okay, of the infinite series if your common ratio should be a proper fraction, like 2/5, negative 1/2, negative 5 over 7. We can have a concrete sum. But there is no concrete sum, or the sum does not exist if the common ratio is an improper fraction. It's either a positive or a negative. That's why this one calls to be the sum diverges. Here is an example. Find the sum of the first 10 terms of the geometric series 3, -6, 12, -24, and so on and so forth. So to find out the sum of the first 10 terms, we'll have first the given. The given here, a sub 1, is 3. The n is what? N is 10. Nabanggit po to ha, first 10 terms. And of course, the common ratio. You need to find out the common ratio. -6 divided by 3, -2. 12 divided by -6, -2. -24 divided by 12, -2. So the common ratio is -2. And remember, this series is not infinite, but this is finite. Why finite? This one looks like an infinite sequence, an infinite geometric sequence. Okay? It looks like infinite, but if you read again the problem, there is the first 10 terms mentioned. So therefore, this is finite automatic. Okay? Our solution is to use the so-called geometric series under finite series. So this is S sub n is equal to a sub 1 times 1 minus r raised to n over 1 minus r. So this will become S sub n is equal to a sub 1, which is 3, times 1 minus r, which is -2, raised to, the value of n is 10, over 1 minus -2. And S sub n is equal to 3 times. We have here 1 minus 2 raised to 10. I think this is 1024. Or -2 raised to 10, because this is a bracket form. So this includes negative. So this means -2 bracket raised to 10 is 1024, or positive 1024, over 1 plus -2. This is 3. And then cancel out the value of 3 there. So therefore, S sub n is equal to 1 minus 1024, or S sub 10 is equal to -1023. So the sum of the finite geometric sequence is -1023. I hope that you understand. Please do remember, if any of this portion or any portion of this slide is unclear to you, you can go back again. Okay? Balikan niyo po kung mayroon pa diyang malabo pa sa inyo para maintindihan niyo ng maayos. Next example. Find the sum of the first 6 terms of the geometric series with the first term of 40 and the common ratio of 1/2. Pause this video to try on your own, and after that, please play this video. Done already? So, first question, is this finite or infinite series? If you say finite, then you are correct, because this problem mentions the first 6 terms. So if this mentions, then therefore this is finite. So our given is this. Our first term, since the first term is mentioned, so therefore the first term is 40. And of course, the common ratio of 1/2. Okay? 1/2. But the value of n there is 6 because we are talking about the first 6 terms. So our solution is this one. Our solution here is S sub n is equal to a sub 1 times 1 minus r raised to n over 1 minus r. So S sub n is equal to a sub 1, which is 40, times 1 minus. Since this is a fraction, so this is 1/2, I think. So 1 minus 1/2 raised to 6 over 1 minus 1/2. So S sub n there is equal to, so 1/2 raised to 6, so 40 times 1 minus 1/2 raised to 6, this is, okay, 30, okay. If you will calculate this, I think it is 64. So let me check first. Okay, 1 over 64. So 1 minus 1 over 64 over 1 minus 1/2, this is negative 1/2. And let us move here to the portion of this side because masikip na tayo dyan. So S sub n, sorry na, S sub n is equal to 40 times 1 minus 1 over 64. This is 63 over 64. I think this is negative 63 over 64 over negative 1/2. And if you ask me, 40 and 64, simplify po natin. This is 20. So 64 divided by 2. This is 32. Pwede ba pa itong masimplify? 32 simplify as 10 and 32 divided by 2 is 16. 16. Pwede pang maano yan, which is 5 and 8. Okay? 5 and 8. So therefore, 5 times 63 divided by 8. So 5 times negative 63 divided by 8. So divided by 8. So 315 muna. Ito muna ha. S sub n is equal to negative 315 over 8 divided by, this is divided by 1, negative 1/2, or S sub n is equal to negative 315 over 8 times 2. So you have to cancel this out. This is 4. So therefore, S sub n is equal to negative 315 over 4, or in decimal, this is divided by 4, this is negative 78.75. But since this is S sub n, so this will become S sub 6. Okay, S sub 6 is equal to 315 over 4, or the usual way, which is 78.75. I hope that you understand this. So let us have next slide. Find the sum of the geometric series with the first term of 2/3 and the common ratio of 1/2. First question. In this problem, is this finite or infinite series? If you said infinite series, then this is correct. What's the reason why is this infinite? Because there is wala pong na-mention na ano ba to, first 5 terms, first 7 terms, basta lang sum of geometric series lang. Okay? So if this is infinite, then we have two parts, converge and diverge. Okay? So let us see the common ratio. Since our common ratio is 1/2, this is proper fraction. And if this is proper fraction, then there is a what? There is a sum or the existing sum. Okay, so if this is an existing sum, then we will have first the given. Our given here is a sub 1 is 2/3 and the common ratio of 1/2. So our solution is to use the infinite series formula, which is S of infinite is equal to a sub 1 over 1 minus r. So S infinite is equal to a sub 1 is 2/3 over 1 minus 1/2. And 1 minus 1/2 is equal to negative 1/2. So therefore, S infinite is equal to 2/3 divided by negative 1/2, or this will become 2/3 times 2 over 1. Then our sum is equivalent. So therefore, our sum of the infinite geometric series is 4 over 3 or negative 4 over 3. Sorry, nakalimutan ko dito yung negative. So negative 4 over 3. So here is the sum of the infinite. Because this one is converge. This one converge, or there is an existing sum. I hope that you get this. Our last example will be this one. Find the sum of the geometric series 4, negative 6, 9, negative 27 over 2, and so on and so forth. Try this on your own, and after that, please play this video. Done already? Let's see. Question. Is this finite or infinite? If your answer is infinite, then that is correct. Infinite because there is no, because wala po palang na-mention dito. No, kung ilan yung first 5, first 8 terms, first ganitong terms. But the question becomes, is the common ratio proper or improper? So let us see if the common ratio is improper or proper by means of dividing this one to this one. So let's say negative 6 divided by 4. So the common ratio should be negative 6 divided by 4. This is, let's see, negative 6 over 4, or simplified as negative 3 over 2. The other one is, let's see, if the second one is also negative 3 over 2. So therefore, 9 over negative 6, or can be converted as negative 3 over 2. So our common ratio is 3. Our common ratio now here is 3 over 2. But the question becomes, is 3 over 2 a proper or improper fraction? This one is improper fraction. And therefore, improper fraction. So therefore, the common ratio, if the common ratio is an improper fraction, then there is no sum. Okay? There is no sum exists. And this is divergent. So, wala pong sum na nag-i-exist dito sa series na ito. So, no need to solve, but you have to write no sum exists. Did you get it correct? If you get this correctly, then very good ka dyan. So, this is the end of this topic, geometric sequence and geometric series. I hope that you understand this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube video. I am Sir Floor, and this is Floor in High School Mathematics with Sir Floor. Have a great day, everyone.